Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Josephine Afonso. Hope you guys are doing well and keeping fine. So this is my first video on YouTube. A few pointers about my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Easy English, and I'll be uploading videos regularly on YouTube on matters related to English such as English grammar, composition, poetry, and also English novels at times. So in a whole, it will be English language as a whole. I do hope it will be beneficial to y'all in some way. Please do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and do get notified each time I upload the video. Do like the video and share it to as many people as possible. So my today's video will be on a poem written by Robert Frost. So before starting with the poem, let's have a brief introduction about the characteristics of Robert Frost's poetry. Firstly, Robert Frost's poem, there is a tinge of realism in it. So Robert Frost himself said, "I'm not a originalist, I'm a realist." Mr. Frost's people are distinctly real. Their speech is real. He has known them. I'm not much to meet them, but I know that they exist. And what is more than they exist is as he portrayed them. All this makes it obvious that Frost's method was that of realism. He was not like the Romantic poets, interested in extraordinary and remote things. About the language, diction, as for Frost's language, it may be said that his poetry speaks itself. He uses simple words and weaves into verse the actual tones of common speech. His words come from plain language of everyday talk. Every word counts. Every word somehow is made to add to the mood of the poem. We can also safely say that Robert Frost is a poet of democracy. Frost was a poet of democracy. He was interested in brotherhood and fellowship, but he approached the problem differently. He is very much realistic as a poet. Robert Frost was also patriotic. Through he expresses his patriotism in more subdued tone and national sentiments. So with this, we shall start with the poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. But what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those of favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So this is quite a beautiful poem and a short one, and it is easy to understand. So Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of the two ways, either by ice or fire. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions, those are hatred and desire. The poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, he thinks fire and ice both are just as competent in bringing the world to a catastrophic end. So let's get more deeper into this poem and try to analyze what the poet is trying to say. So what does desire in this poem mean? It is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. So the poem expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of the two ways. One group is of the opinion that someday the earth's core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire destroying the earth's surface. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature goes down to an extent that makes life on earth impossible, it would have the same catastrophic effect. He says that from what he is aware about fiery desires, he would favor the ones who say that it would be fire. By saying so, he brings about the idea that human beings let their emotions rule them, and the consequence of unmonitored longing is chaos. So, according to Frost, fire stands for greed, conflict, fury, cruelty, lust, and avarice. So, when it comes to fire, we can almost remember Mahatma Gandhi and his saying that there is enough for everybody's need, but not for anybody's greed. So, this does stand true in Robert Frost's poem. Whereas ice stands for insensitivity, coldness, intolerance, indifference, rigidity, and hatred. So, to conclude, the poet is very much sure of the destruction of humanity someday. He is talking about the two different beliefs regarding the end of this world. These are on the basis of the sayings of the people. The poet says that he is in favor of those people who say this world will end in fire. This is because he has seen the effect and result of uncontrolled and unending desires over the life of human beings. He finds that the human evil desires are similar to the fire in the nature. On the other hand, the second belief is this regard says that ice is also sufficient for destroying the world. As ice can make the human body numb with its prolonged contact, similarly, hatred can also give the numbness to our mind and thoughts, and hence it can make us insensitive and cruel. Such cruelty towards humanity will be more responsible for the destruction of the world compared to the desire. So, the poet is possibly talking about the literal end of the world, but he is also talking about the power that human beings have to destroy each other. So with this, I come to the end of today's video on Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Do comment down and let me know what are your views and opinions on this poem. Do hit the bell icon and subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified each time I upload a new video. Do like the video and share it to as many people as possible. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.